Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. Waddle will return this from the end zone. And he is out of bounds here on the return. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And Charles, the way touchdowns have come so fast and furious for both sides in this thing, it's starting to feel a little bit more like maybe a tennis match in a football game.
Yeah, I like your description there. Maybe we're sitting in a nice royal box watching this type of a game. But let's face it, right now, the way it's going back and forth, it's going to come down to who can get a stop.
Tua sets up to pass it. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Well, you most certainly don't want to go 3 and out here and get the football right back because your friend, Old Momentum, he's wondering if he should change sidelines about right now. And if you don't convert here, guess what? He's going to make the trek to the opposite side, and all of a sudden, you've got a battle on your hands.
Now Waddle on the jet sweep. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. He lost 2, and it brings up 4th. Now they try to catch him by surprise there on 3rd down, but this defense, they were all over the jet sweep.
And it's oftentimes all about what you're doing on the backside of the defense, whether it's the defensive end or the outside backer, who's setting the edge. And if they don't get blown off the line of scrimmage, they can.
Now they're going to fake it from deep in their own territory. Oh, but this is going to backfire as it's intercepted. Picked off around the 41. And he's able to take this one back to the 36-yard line. So the fake punt, a daring call this deep in their own end, and the end result, certainly not what they were hoping for.
I have to admit, I admire their daring, but I actually would like this play called better if it's between the 40s here. The problem is, even if
and it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked off by Noah Igbenogany. And the Dolphins are going to get the football here as the ball will come out to the 20. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you... And he's taken down, a Chiefs sack. Doing that, the defense got to him quickly in the pocket.
And it was a great example of zone coverage. Well executed, well coordinated. All the receivers were covered, and he couldn't evade the rush back in the pocket.
Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on 2nd down. Another try after the first down sack. Tua, this will be caught. It's Waddle. And way up past the 35 before he's taken down. So in the 2nd quarter, he's already up over 100 yards receiving now.
And isn't 100 the magic number for a really good game for a receiver? So he got a chance to really shatter that and have a profound effect on this game.
A reminder coming up here at halftime, we'll ship you off to Orlando. Jonathan Coachman will have first-half highlights and analysis from a back-and-forth first half that we've seen. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory.
So many times in my career, I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing, but as long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
And brought down, but able to get it to their 30-yard line. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. And he'll take this inside the 30 to about the 29, maybe the 28-yard line. Dorian O'Daniel, third-round pick in 2018, made the tackle. Eight yards to go on 2nd down. Here's Tua. Flush to his right. And he'll be out of bounds, able to get it down to the 25 there. He'll wind up getting 4 there on his own, but it will leave him now with a 3rd down situation. Now Tua. Blitz coming, and down he goes. The Chiefs now going to use the first of their timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half. So 4th down, Tua departs, and on is Jason Sanders and the Dolphin field goal unit. It'll come from the right hash. It's a 47-yard attempt. Sanders' kick is good, and that will push the lead up to 5. So as it turns out, that sack doesn't wind up costing them, Charles. They at least get points, get 3 of them.
Yeah, that's where your kicker can really come to your rescue, because you know after the sack there was a little consternation there. Are we out of field goal range? Are we going to be able to get 3? In this case, he stepped right up and gave them exactly what they needed.
After the field goal, here comes Sanders to kick it away. From a yard or 2 deep, here comes a return. And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there. KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. And with them trailing, there is still enough time to try to string a few plays together, maybe get into field goal range. Trying to shake off the interception, he'll look to throw. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's 2nd down.
Certainly no lack of aggressiveness here. They were hoping for the home run play to get them 6 points. They're hoping for a catch, maybe a call. But they figure they can at least get into field goal range with a completion.
Back to the air on 2nd down. It's Mahomes. On the slant, he's got Hardman. Now another timeout called for by the offense, as the clock will stop with 20 seconds to go in the first half. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Mahomes now to throw. And going deep for Hill. And Mahomes misfires again, and it's intercepted. Picked off Byron Jones. And the Dolphins are going to have it here just past the 25. Well, Charles, they're so close to halftime there. You throw the interception. Not only that, you do give it to them in plus territory as well.
Yeah, they were pushing real hard to try and get something more on the board on their side of the ledger right before the half. Looking at it with 20/20 hindsight, though, it might have been better to hand it off a few times, hoping to get something to break instead of putting the ball in the air and, of course, putting the ball in jeopardy.
The Dolphins at the line, ready for their next drive. And with only 9 seconds remaining, and not much time, we'll see how they play this. After the turnover, it's Tua. He'll get this out wide to Gasket. So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. It'll be the Chiefs football to begin quarter number 3, and they trail here as we are back underway now on EA Sports. And we will not see a return to start the half, as this will be a touchback. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And they're on the short end of the scoreboard here. Charles, what adjustments, if any, do you think they need to make for the second half?
Or paraphrasing the gold medal hockey winning coach Herb Brooks, I just say you continue to play your game. Throw the ball.
The Dolphins get there this time, and they bring him down. And the job becomes twice as difficult now. After the sack, it's 2nd and 20. Looking to throw is Mahomes. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off at the 23. And this drive will start on the edge of the red zone at the 20-yard line. And they'll take possession already in the red zone and in a great spot to add points to the scoreboard.
And, Brandon, how many times have we seen a defense with a lot of field behind them get even more aggressive, right? They feel like they've got them not pinned down, but in a favorable spot for them, and they took advantage of it there, got a nice interception, and set up their offense in great shape.
Tua now on 1st down. Nowhere to turn this time, and he goes down. Sacked back at the 29. Chris Jones getting him once again his 3rd sack of the afternoon. On the handoff, it's Gasket. And nothing doing here as this time the run maybe gets him back to the line of scrimmage, but that's it. The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is 3rd and long. Looking to pass. Tua. That's going to be caught. Touchdown, Dolphins. Jalen Waddle, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Dolphins use the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6.
In order to lead in a game, you're going to get plenty of contributors, but that's his 2nd touchdown catch of this game. He's one of the key guys in this one.
And you better believe he'll be looking for the hat trick here as this one continues to go. Jason Sanders now for the extra point. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter. Now Brian Flores going to leave the offense out there to go for 2. They'll run it. Brown. And he is into the end zone to bump the lead up 2 more. Needed a couple yards for the 2-point try. They go to the ground game, and it works.
And sometimes it's the exact right thing to do because a lot of teams play you for the pass, so you spread people out, decide to run the football. You often find good running lanes.
Easy work. It's easy work, and it's coming again.
And the Chiefs are going to make the recovery. The risk-reward of the onside kick. When you don't get it, the risk comes out to play, and here they gave up great field position.
And that's the key to everything because you're trying your best to press advantages when you have them. And field position leads you to that type of play calling. And whether you want to blitz or whether you want to throw the ball deep, those types of things, now that they've given up that type of field position, the advantage is switched to their opponent.
The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. Now, they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, you had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership. Good starting field position for them as they come up 1st and 10. Just shy of midfield at the 49. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw.
And it is incomplete. Good positioning there downfield to break that one up.
I know he wants to get his team back in the game, but a 50-50 ball right there that maybe was a little questionable.
Yeah, he's pretty lucky to get that one back. I think that sometimes these quarterbacks play with a lot of confidence that borders on arrogance, and that can put your team in some Dutch.
Yeah, especially maybe want to look at some safer routes after the interception he had that ended their last drive. And a big loss here as he's taken down. The defense rising to the challenge and setting him back on the sack. After the sack, things get a little tougher here. 3rd and long for Mahomes and the Chiefs. Shotgun snap to Mahomes. And going deep for Hill. And now here is another interception. Picked off by Eric Rowe.
And the Dolphins are going to get the...
Vamos a ver si el agraciado coge el teléfono. Está escuchando ahí, coge el teléfono. Vamos a ver si acepta el reto. Aló. Yo fui con una chata, bien chata. Una chata. ¿Estás listo? Pues, y por eso deja el micrófono abierto así mismito como estás hablando, porque ya estás público, papi. Ya te están escuchando, ya sabes que la gente habla, ya tú hablas. Déjate el celular así abiertito y puedes hablar lo que tú quieras, si no, pero no te vayas personal, no hables mierda, porque tú fuiste quarterback en la vida. Acabas de perder el último juego, 2 juegos corridos. Perdiste con los Dolphins, el campeonato Dolphins, más perdiste. Llevas 2 juegos corridos contra mí, señoras y señores. No me digas Snoop Doggy Dogg. Está jugando José, ¿oíste? David está jugando. ¿Tú estás jugando con David? La Indica vino a salvar el mundo. Gracias, Indica. Aquí le vamos a hacer un countdown a este contrincante que acabamos de poner. Ya le enviamos el invite, estamos esperando. Acabamos de ganar a los Chiefs. Hicimos un asesinato de ellos. La verdad que no me conviene random, pero es lo justo. Pues el deporte puede llover, se cancela por rayo, por thunder, pero sí se puede poner random. Vamos para encima, ¿ok? Vamos para encima, así que por favor, tiene que ponerse el número al frente. Gracias. No voy con camisas especiales sin número. Te me pone el numerito al frente, papá. Me gusta. Ya sé dónde era, ya sé dónde era que jugábamos con todo el mundo en los sueños que he tenido. Yo pensaba que era en Guaynabo y no era en Guaynabo. Unos juegos que yo estaba soñando con personas, que teníamos como que juegos con diferentes personas de áreas, como diferentes épocas de fútbol americano. Entonces ya a mí me tocó jugar en esos campos. Y jugué, pero no sabía dónde era que estaba. Entonces hoy, en el parque Luis Muñoz Rivera, encontré el parque. Porque no tenemos que jugar mucho. Podemos jugar 5 pasitas, se juega 5 para 5, se juegan. Pero si yo toco a Villavicencio, si yo tacleo a Villavicencio, yo tacleo a cualquiera. ¿Entiendes? Si yo tacleo a Enrique Villavicencio, que juega en MIT, yo tacleo a cualquiera. Nadie se me escapa. Le llego. De alguna forma me creo un tackle y lo tacleo. Nadie. El único que se me escapó, todos los que se me han escapado han sido touchdown. Y pienso que eso es un dulce que existe. Por eso es que le llamo el sweet. Porque el sweet es como que resbaladizo. Es como que viene un touchdown regalado, viene un touchdown como que uno no sabe de dónde es. ¿Qué hiciste con la novia? ¿Estás mirando el juego? Ella le tiene que gustar tu tontería.
EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to South Florida and Hard Rock Stadium here in Miami. The excitement brewing here in South Florida as a moment ago the Dolphins starters were introduced to this home crowd. They're fired up as well as they get set to match up with Ben Roethlisberger and the Pittsburgh Steelers. One to get us started now, the kicker, Chris Boswell. And we are underway from Hard Rock Stadium.
Here comes Jalen Waddle from his end zone. And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there.
Now the Steelers put a stop to the action with a timeout defensively. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Two now on first down. And his first pass is incomplete.
No sense risking anything there on first down. Even though he's still in the pocket, he had a receiver out to his side, so just put that in a spot where the only people who could make a play on it are the trainers and the coaches. Well done.
2nd and 10.
También los Steelers la vieron con estilo choco, la cual ellos no pudieron marchar y pierden el juego en el pequeño mancheo. Pero parece que él quiere seguir aprendiendo de los fakes.
Tua gonna throw. Throwing for his running back, and he's got it incomplete. And he's going to get a good gain of 9 here up to the 34.
I like it, I like it, I like it. Get everyone involved in the passing game, and you know you can create those great mismatches throwing it to your guys out of the backfield.
And on the first drive, that can also help establish some rhythm, right?
I think so. It gets everyone involved. They feel like they're part of it, and really gets them amped up as they go forward.
And he's going to get the first down as he covers up after a pretty good shot there. Defense had a chance to get off the field here in the opening drive, couldn't do it.
I know that we go into these meetings with coaches, and sometimes maybe we can get, a little bit numb because they're always going to talk about how important third down is, aren't they? Offense and defense. In this case, one capitalized, and the other, as you said, had a chance to get off the field and didn't get it done.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. This is Gaskin on the carry. And he will lose yardage back to the 34-yard line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
Behind the chain, 2nd and 12.
Throwing now is Tagovailoa. Pressure comes, and the Steelers take him down. The sack by T.J. Watt, or as his mother Connie calls him, Trent Jordan Watt.
So now after the sack, Tua and the Dolphins staring at a 3rd and long.
Going to the air, Tagovailoa.
Tua, and the ball is out.
Offensively lucky they're able to keep the football, but now 4th down, so they'll have to boot it away.
I do think, though, they're going to look at this as a positive. 1, they recovered the fumble, so they retained possession. But 2, being able to punt it changes field position for them. Imagine if that turnover takes place there. Now your defense has to go onto the field and try and hold. Instead, they get a little breathing room.
And the coverage terrific there as that's knocked down and incomplete.
I spotted man coverage on the outside. I expect we'll see a lot of that from this defense as this game moves on. And that was a good job there as that one was knocked away.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Here's Roethlisberger. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
I think that's how this defense is going to need to play these tight ends. Again, get right up on them and stay physical. And that paid off on that play, helping force that incompletion.
The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is 3rd and long. Roethlisberger. Open man, that's the tight end Freiermuth. And he's going to be taken down short of the first, right around the 15-yard line. Roethlisberger quickly to the flat. And the Steelers are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points. Ben to throw again. And the timing a bit off that time as that one falls to the ground. That's already the 3rd time they've looked his way on this opening drive. He's caught 1 of the 3.
That doesn't mean they won't continue to go in that direction. It feels like they think they've got something good going there, and they think those numbers are going to increase.
Another shot from the 9 on 2nd and goal. And he's going to take it in for a Steeler touchdown. Najee Harris, a 9-yard touchdown run. And the Steelers have taken a first-quarter lead. Extra point put through by Boswell. And that makes the score 7-0. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. Waddle will return this from the end zone. And he had no room to run as he's tackled down inside the 20. First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. And last time out, went for it on 4th down, turned it over, gave him great field position, turned into 6 points, so they've got to recover here, Charles.
It's amazing what one decision can do in the chain of events, right? The decision to go for it on 4th down
caused all of that.
It caused every bit of it, but it showed confidence. Hey, I've got confidence.
Well, this is taken in. It's complete. And he's taken down right at the 45-yard line. A big play there for the Dolphins. Setting to throw on 1st down is Tua. Buying time to his left. And he slides and covers up at the end as he's going to be able to pick up decent yardage. Here's Gaskin. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. In need of a conversion on 3rd down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense. Here's Tagovailoa to throw. And the Steeler pressure too much here. He's going to go down. Now remember, they were unsuccessful earlier in this first quarter. Going for it on 4th. They're going to try a 2nd time. So on 4th down, kicking it away here, Michael Pilardi. And now a low liner. I think he mishit it. Fair catch called for and made at the 16 or maybe the 17-yard line. Officially just 27 yards there on the punt. And the Steelers will go on offense here, 1st and 10. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. They'll be looking to duplicate that first drive, the one that got them that 7-0 lead.
Of course they would. Look, they're on the road, so getting the 7-0 lead was huge for them, right? Imagine getting up 2 touchdowns on the road, taking the crowd out of the game. It'd be ideal.
Hizo un straight up.
A run with Harris out of the shotgun. And he'll be corralled right around the 34.
2nd and 2 is prime time for a little bit of a gamble, isn't it? Open up the playbook, go play action, toss that bad boy deep. But in this situation, go ahead and give it to your back. Let him pick up a first down. Keep the sticks moving.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. First down, and they go back to Harris. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. They'll come up on a 2nd and 4 now from the 40-yard line. They go play action now. Roethlisberger. He's going to air one out. That's caught inside the 20. And he'll be marked down deep on Miami's side of the field. A big play that time for Pittsburgh. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. Well, now Harris lost it. It's a fumble. And this is picked up by the Dolphins. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Partner, you know how often we hear about the red zone, right? From the 20-yard line going in, that scoring zone, getting points on the board. A lot of teams call from the 10-yard line in the green zone. That's your money zone. He fumbles the ball inside the money zone. You have one job, take care of the ball. That didn't happen.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. They'll run now with Gaskin. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Alex Highsmith there on the tackle.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Tua going to tap this forward on the jet sweep. And he'll go out of bounds just shy of the 20. That one good for 13 and a Dolphin first down. Boy, an effective play there, getting their wideouts involved in the run game.
And what they're always hoping on that type of a play, that they can get to the end of the line and have a chance to turn it upfield as he did there. That means they controlled the blocking and took care of the defensive end or the outside linebacker to give him that lane.
And I guess I need to clarify, I said getting their wideouts involved in the run game, but of course that was actually a pass as he popped it forward. The last run got 3, now here's 2nd and 7. They fake the handoff. Now Tua rolling to his left. to a hit, and the ball is out. And this is going to get out of bounds, so they will gain a bit of yardage on the play, actually, and they'll hold on to the football as well. The Dolphins going to take their second timeout. So as they take it over, we step aside. So possession still theirs, but now they face a third down. Looking to throw. Got a man open. That's Devontae Parker, complete. And he is going to have the Dolphins first down. They needed 4. He doubled that. He wound up getting 8. Now they'll run it on the toss. And he still has yet to get on track in this first half as they're going to stop him behind the line. T.J. Watt, always a disruptor, there to blow that play up. After the loss, they'll come up 2nd and 13. He'll look to throw. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Parker. And he's brought down after a very nice gain.
But one of the ways that quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Now they'll run on the draw. And good penetration here. He'll get this down only to about the 49-yard line. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. Now back to throw. Left sideline, a dive, and it looks like he's got it. The Dolphins on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. They're up against a 3rd and 1 situation. He'll look to throw. Throw left side is complete on the diving effort.
When you're a player of his stature, you don't just circle the games on your team's calendar. You circle the Pro Bowl. Without a doubt. That's a game that you just figure you're going to be in each and every year. It's because of catches like that. That's why he goes.
And now here's a carry heading left. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8. 2nd and 2. 8 yards the tally on that first down run. Here's 2nd and 2. Now a handoff as they run left side. And they'll be inside the 25 now at the 24. And now here's a carry heading left. And not much. Maybe a yard down to the 23. 2 minutes on the clock, 2nd quarter. 7-0 ball game. A reminder, coming up at halftime, Jonathan Coachman will join us from Orlando with our halftime report, but business to take care of before we get there.
A 2-minute drill before the coach's 2-minute drill.
Check, 93's the mic, 93's the mic. I smell fear in that offense. I smell fear.
Now the Dolphins will use the last of their timeouts. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward.
Porque tienen que gritar eso aquí en mi parque. Pueden darle un cantazo al tipo ese ahora, por favor. Gracias.
Now they'll throw with Tagovailoa. Being chased out left. The ball comes out. And this is going to get out of bounds, so they will gain a bit of yardage on the play, actually, and they'll hold on to the football as well. You can almost see inside his face mask there the look of relief. He coughed it up, but it goes out of bounds. They keep it.
Someone carrying around the lucky horseshoe, aren't they? If I were him, I'd go out and play the lottery after that one. A very fortunate man.
And they're operating in plus territory here. They're thinking points. Definitely don't want to lose the football at this juncture. Throwing is Tagovailoa on 3rd down here. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And he'll be stopped short of the 1st down, right around the 18-yard line. 5 yards, not enough, and it'll be 4th down. Now the Steelers going to use their 3rd and final timeout as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. And that hits off the left upright, and it caroms away, no good. And this score will stay right where it is. So he had a chance to get him on the board there, but unfortunately that big yellow metallic structure in the back of the end zone, it had other plans.
And that's when we're kickers watching it the whole way saying, oh no, don't hit it. Rats.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And they'll be looking to atone for last time's mistake of fumbling inside the red zone. Certainly they don't want to do that again.
And so much emphasis placed on red zone offense. I mean, you have periods devoted in practice just for that because everyone knows how vital it is to put points on the board when you've entered that part of the field. And to come away with nothing, that's difficult for a team to handle.
And difficult, and now we'll see if they can make it less difficult on themselves on this drive. So following the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 25. Now a deep ball here, hauled in just past the 50. 20. And into the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. Chase Claypool, 75 yards. And the Steelers get the quick strike touchdown. Extra point now by Boswell. And it's good to make it 14-0. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. Waddle will return this from the end zone. And they'll get him down right at the 25-yard line, so the same result, and he opted for the touchback.
Good quarterback. I think he's the best.
1st down Miami as they get set to start the drive. It was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You can never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. They'll set up a throw. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down. So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. Off of play action. Tagovailoa out to his left. Hit as he throws there, incomplete.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. They'll set up to throw. Open man, it's Preston Williams. And he is going to have the Dolphins first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. 2 first downs have them up near midfield now on 1st and 10. Finding a safety valve here. That's complete. And he'll go down inside the 45 before going out of bounds. A gain of 8 there on the play. And that'll make it a 2nd down. Two to throw again. Nothing open downfield, so he'll throw it away. Some of the fans here don't seem too happy about what we've seen in this first half.
No, not at all, and I understand why. They look lethargic, out of sync, and it shows on the scoreboard.
So on 3rd down, the field goal unit will come out as they'll try to get 3 before half. And this will be spotted on the other side of the field. It's a 61-yard attempt. The long-distance shot before break comes up empty, but now Charles flipped the script. Time for likely one more play as field position becomes an issue.
Yeah, when you talk about field position, remember, if this kick is missed, the ball comes back to where? The spot that they snapped it from. So field position becomes a factor. I think in this spot, you might also want to think about throwing the Hail Mary. You know, put the ball up in the air, maybe you can get 6 out of it instead of 3.
Yeah, see what happens. And it'll be incomplete. Good job staying with him defensively. And it'll bring up 2nd down. All right, Coach, thank you. And we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. So time for the 2nd half as the Steelers have the lead, and they will also be receiving the football here to start the 3rd quarter. Ray McLeod to return. Now a crease here as he's past the 30. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. Hey, Charles, they've got the lead. Put your coaching hat on here now. What's the game plan for the 2nd half?
I think getting the running game going a little bit more, because I thought in the first half they didn't get it moving the way that they would like. They had success throwing it, but I think these first couple of drives, they'll want to get those running backs going and give them more opportunities, and I will guarantee you that those guys were lobbying for them in the locker room at halftime.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. To the right side to Eric Ebron. Room here to run. And he just falls short down at the 1-yard line. A big play there on the catch and run.
Well, partner, I'm not sure how this drive's going to end, but how about the way they flip field position there? A nice attacking play. They picked up a heck of a chunk of yardage.
After the big play, a chance to finish now on 1st and goal. Big Ben going to take it himself, and he'll get in. He's over for the touchdown. Ben Roethlisberger keeping it himself from a yard out. And the Steelers, they broaden their lead.
Boswell for the extra point. And it is now 21-0.
The Little Giant. The Little Giant.
Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown.
Waddle will return this from the end zone. And the decision to bring it out, not a good one, as he's tackled it to 15.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
The Dolphins at the line, ready for their next drive.
And they had compiled a pretty long drive last time. Unfortunately, though, it ended with no points after the missed field goal.
And that can hurt the psyche of a team because as they drove downfield, you know you're never supposed to count points in your mind until they go up on the board. Well, let's face it, we've been there. We've seen teams before. They were counting on those points. They didn't get them. Can they come back now, start over again, and grind it out?
They lose the yardage, and of course they also lose the down on the grounding call, and it's quickly 2nd and long. It's Tagovailoa from his own end zone. His throw incomplete.
And that's a nice job there because you've got to play the ball, not the man when in coverage. That'll keep you away from a lot of needless penalties, and he's able to knock that one away.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Back to throw now in his own end zone. He's going to let one go deep for Parker.
And this is incomplete. Oh, it looked like he had a pretty good line on that one. That would have been a big play, but he could not pull it in.
Here's Michael Pilardi now as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. And he'll just punch it out of there, and it's not a great kick. And this kick will be touchdown as they spot it inside the 45-yard line.
At their own 44-yard line.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. They're just looking for more of the same. Great first half so far, good second half, and well, sometimes I guess maybe, Charles, these coaches, they don't have to tell these guys much when they're rolling like they're rolling right now.
You're exactly right. I've heard stories of some of the best coaches in our time or any time having grabbed their staffs at halftime and said, guys, they're playing really well. Don't go in there and give them a whole lot of stuff. Just pat them on the back, and essentially the speech at halftime is, let's go, guys, and that's it.
Yeah, no one's upset the apple cart so far. Going top shelf for Smith-Schuster. And that is caught at the 10-yard line.
A big play. Smith-Schuster on the throw from Big Ben. 41 yards. So now following the big play, they've got a 1st and goal all the way down at the 10. Now it's Roethlisberger. It's brought in by Harris. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. 7 yards there on the 1st down screen play.
Caught that look from you there, partner. I think we're on the same page on that one. Just his first catch. I think we both thought he'd be a little more active in the passing game. Let's see if that's the start of them trying to get the ball to him a little bit more here in the second half.
And the D not yielding much there. He's only going to get a yard to about the 2. But not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
A couple extra tight ends in the formation here as they line up 3rd and 2. Trying to power it ahead with one. No gain on the play there, and it'll bring up 4th down. They'll try and throw for it with Roethlisberger. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. They're turned away on 4th and goal. And the Dolphins celebrate their goal line stand. First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. Well, they're going to have to go at least 50, 60 yards here if they want to ensure that they don't have to punt the ball like they did last time.
Yeah, so what you're saying is we're not playing to just get out of the shadow of your own goal line, right? You're playing to make sure the punter...
And a double coverage, and it's intercepted. It's the ex-Dolphin, Minka Fitzpatrick. And his guys are going to take over at the 31-yard line. So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material. Now a 1st down carry for Harris. And he's going to get this one down to the 30. Just a yard on the 1st down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
We know that old expression, it's not my night. It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Eric Rowe. There he goes left side. And he will bring it back. It's a pick 6 and a Dolphins touchdown.
I think this is where you have to have the term situational football in your head, because this game is pretty much in the palm of your hand, and the one thing you can't afford to do, turn the ball over. Now you've given the patient a little bit of a heartbeat, haven't you? And now they're feeling it and they're back in this game.
Yes. Extra point up and good by Sanders. And the lead will be cut down to 14. And they decide fairly early here they need the ball back, so here's an onside kick. Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. McLeod now on the return. And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And following the pick six, and they have decent field position in throwing that pick six. We'll see how they attack this drive.
And I think all you say to your guy is, listen, let's just take care of the football a little bit better. Make some better decisions on this drive, and they'll probably help him a little bit with maybe some really high percentage throws early to let him get settled back in.
But they told him, and they told us, they've got confidence. That's not a problem.
Yeah, not a problem at all. They just want to make sure they get things settled down a little bit for their offense and give their defense a little bit of a chance to rest.
Play action. Now Roethlisberger. And this one is incomplete.
Well, partner, I think the defensive fellas got the memo, and they decided to cover him on that play.
Yeah, he's already up over 100 yards in this game. They tried a deep shot, couldn't get it.
Yeah, when you've had that much success, finally someone said, let's try and put a stop to it and put people on him.
On third down, here's Harris. And he's going to get this to the 31, but that is still well short of what he needed. It'll be a gain of 5, and the punt team will now come out on fourth down.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
The Steelers send out their punter now. And the way this offense has moved the ball, he hasn't been needed till here in the third. He gets us away. It's a good one. Drawing toward the sidelines. And this is going to be ruled out, I think, just inside the 20. Yes, it will. Side judge calls it at the 19-yard line. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And last time, one play interception. So this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see what they decide to do with play calling, because a one-play drive where you throw an interception.
Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Akello Witherspoon. And this defense, Charles, coming up with another interception. They have really done an excellent job of locking up these receivers.
Yeah, they're really on fire. They are actually doing what they talk about all the time, which is plastering to receivers when they're in their zones. They didn't give up a touchdown the first half. Haven't done so here in this half either. Blanketed the field going all the way back to the opening drive, and they come up with a pick right there.
And he'll take this ahead for about 4. Second down coming up. So both teams trade touchdowns in the third as we're through 3 quarters of play. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Again, it's Harris on second down. And a short gain there down to the 37-yard line. 3 yards is half of what they needed. Now can they get the other 3 here on third down? Trying to pick it up on the ground with Harris. And he gets it to the 34. Good enough for the first. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Now they'll throw it with Roethlisberger. Completes it to Watt. Space to run past the 20. And finally wrestled down at the 11.
Well, that should be a reminder defensively, and I think it's a reminder to myself, because you just can't sell out to stop the run. There's still enough time that this offense can move the football through the air, even on 1st and 2nd downs, and they obviously picked the right spot to throw the ball there.
Now a 1st and 10 at the 11. Now a give, running left is Harris. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
That's a really alert defense there because they saw the heavy look come in from the offense, countered it with extra linebackers who brought a little bit of speed and heft, and able to really make a big-time play for their defense.
And strong running there as he's inside the 10 and down to the 8-yard line. It'll be a gain of 5, and it's going to bring up a 3rd and about 7 left. On 3rd down, it's Harris. And they'll get him down here at about the 5-yard line. Call it a gain of 3, and it'll bring up 4th down. Now Chris Boswell for the Steelers field goal try. This to make it a 3-score game late. And Boswell's kick is good. And that'll push the lead up to 17. So that almost certainly the final piece to this puzzle, a 3-score lead. I don't think there's any coming back from there.
But you know, normally I'd get on you for giving up on the game right here, but I do think you're right in this case. This late in the game, 2 scores is tough enough. 3, I'm with you. That seems out of the question.
First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. And the complexion of this one has really changed a fair amount. That last field goal makes it a 3-score game. So, and Tua going to be intercepted for the 3rd time. It's the ex-Dolphin, Minka Fitzpatrick. And he brings it back to right around the 26-yard line. Sports is in the Steel City at Heinz Field in Pittsburgh.
Ataca ahí.
And with towels waving, we're underway from Heinz Field. Here comes Jalen Waddle from his end zone. And he's going to get this across the 20 as he's out of bounds at the 23. First down, Tagovailoa. He's got a man, complete. The 20. And all the way in for a Miami touchdown. Jalen Waddle, 77 yards. And the Dolphins are going to take a first quarter lead. Well, one word for that opening play call, and that is aggressive, but it worked. First play from scrimmage, long touchdown pass.
Well, let's be honest about it. In our production meeting last night, we talked about when would the secondary get tested. I did not say that it would get tested on play number 1. I knew as the game went along, they would take their shots. But that, as you said, a bold strike and very successful right out of the gate.
Extra point up and good by Sanders, and it's now a 7-0 game. Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. Here's McLeod from his end zone. The football will come out to the 25 as McLeod will not return it. Big Ben and the Steelers with a 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. He gets it complete to Harris. And he is going to lose yardage here. So it goes as a completed pass, but they lose a full 5 yards. Good, Charles, first drive here, little safe completion underneath. Maybe get some rhythm, get your feet wet, so to speak.
I agree, and I like it because it's a lot like a basketball game when you're getting started and you pass the ball around so everyone touches it early and gets involved in the game. In this case, it's not just dumping it to a back and he's able to run with the ball, but you get your offensive linemen involved because they get to get out and run and hit people in the open field. Everyone getting their feet wet early.
On the run, here's Anthony McFarland. Fights forward for only about a yard up to the 21.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
The Dolphins bring on an extra defensive back on 3rd down. From the gun, it's Roethlisberger. The completion good. This is Eric Ebron. And he will have a Steelers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
I know at the end of games, coaches always tell us that no one play won or lost a game. But this seems pretty important early, doesn't it? Their ability to pick up that first down on 3rd down, I thought that was key.
Well, you're already in the hole after the touchdown on the other side. How will you respond? We talk about that a lot, and they responded pretty well there. You go 3 and out, I think you give up a lot of momentum. You get down 2 scores, could be an entirely different game.
So they've got a nice drive going now. They're in good shape. What's interesting to me is they're also in that spot of the field where you would take a shot. Do you change that up just because you're down a touchdown? That's what you're going to need to do against those big receivers. You got to get in there and get physical with them. That time he got in close, got in tight, and knocked the ball away.
Short little throw to Ebron. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40.
You don't always expect tight ends to be big in terms of run after the catch, but after that play, he joins a growing band of players that's putting that stereotype right on its ear.
And they'll run for the first time with Najee Harris. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. Second down.
Now that call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short gain.
On the give, this is Harris. And he'll get this down close to a first down at about the Dolphins' 34. Trying to keep the drive going here. This is play number 7 on 3rd and 2. They hand this off to Harris. And he picks up the first before he's taken down at the 29. And they've got another 1st and 10 as the penalty keeps this drive moving. Now Roethlisberger. They'll set up the screen to Balaj. And in for the Steelers touchdown. Kalen Balaj, 29 yards. And the Steelers are an extra point away from tying this thing up. There are several elements to a well-executed screen pass. This one resulted in a touchdown. It had all of those elements.
Hey, you're so right, because you really need to rush to almost get to the quarterback, almost get to the passer. Then you've got to get the ball thrown perfectly, whether it's to the running back, the wide receiver, wherever the screen guy is. And, of course, the blocking has to form in front to get him downfield for the touchdown.
Boswell good with the extra point. And that will tie our score here in this opening quarter of play. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. Waddle will return this from the end zone. And this return will net positive as he gets past the 25 and up to the 27-yard line. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And following that long touchdown pass, a one-play drive last time, see if the defense, you know they're ready. They don't want that to happen again.
And you would have thought they would have been ready the last time. That's what you work on all the time. Make sure that no one gets behind you. That's the cardinal sin of defense, not giving up the long pass. They did. Let's see how they adjust.
Throwing again on second down. Tua. And that is incomplete. He did an okay job of absorbing the hit, just couldn't secure the football through the catch.
And he was right there on the spot, forcing the incompletion. That's something defenders work on all the time. If you're there, make the contact, but continue to work your way through the receiver so that you can't possess the football and turn it into a catch.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Here's Tua. And the Steeler pressured too much here. He's going down. T.J. Watt, the all-pro, in there to take him down.
Brandon, what I remember most about playing with guys who knew how to rush the passer, they would just tell you, just cover people for me, just long enough for me to get there. And that's exactly what happened on that play.
Pilardi now on to punt as he sends this one away. And now a fair catch called for and taken just outside the 40-yard line. 37 yards on the punt with no return. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. The last possession, these guys were able to tie the game with a touchdown, and now they'll have a chance to move out in front.
Yeah, let's give a big assist to the defense who got the ball back. The special teams went out there, handled things. They've got it. They've got momentum. I know they're eager to get out there and put it on display.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. They go play action with Haskins. Pressure gets to Haskins, and down he goes. They bring the safety on the blitz, and he busts through to drop him for an 8-yard loss. And some secondary help here for the defense in the nickel on 3rd and long. Out of the gun, it's Roethlisberger. He'll find Juju Smith-Schuster. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. He's such a good route runner. Shows it there on 3rd down. Very proficient and a good pass.
And you know what I've observed over the years in the NFL? The better a route runner you are, the more confidence your guy's going to have in you to go to you in important times because he can trust you being in the right spot, and they connected there and picked up a 1st down.
And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the 1st down run. He gets maybe 3. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on 3rd down.
Well, they've got man coverage on the outside, and my scouting report on these DBs tells me that they love to take matters in their own hands. They want man coverage, not zone. And there was good coverage there that forced the incompletion.
That's complete to his tight end, Freiermuth. And a good job on the tackle there as they get him down shy of the 1st on the 35-yard stripe. Now Chris Boswell for the Steelers field goal try. From the left hash, this will be a 52-yard attempt. And that one will be no good. He never had it on line. It's well wide to the left. And in this first quarter of play, this will remain a tie ball game. So an empty possession there. What do you think went wrong, Charles?
Well, it looked like maybe the plant leg might have given way just a little. And when that happens, guys have a tendency to pull through the ball to compensate. And in doing so, sent this one off target.
Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
They're bringing a lot of pressure here already in the first quarter. Already sacked him once. Now they get in there and knock another one away. You think maybe that Tucker rule being gone makes defenses a lot bolder?
Yes, indeed. That time, lucky that the arm was going forward. Incomplete pass. Now the former Washington Husky. Here's Myles Gaskin. And he'll be tackled right on the midfield logo. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he'll be taken down as that will take us to the end of the first quarter of play. These two teams all tied after one. Here's Tagovailoa on 1st and 10. On the right side, open is Gesicki. And some room to maneuver. Past the 20. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop it. A big play there for the Dolphins. So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. And he couldn't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. Gaskin. Nothing doing there. They're going to wind up holding him at the 2. 2nd and goal, and they will try again from the 2-yard line. They'll try to run this one in. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Dolphins touchdown. Myles Gaskin taking it in from 2 yards out. And the Dolphins have taken the lead. The Dolphins going to take their 2nd timeout. So as they take it over, we step aside. Now Brian Flores going to leave the offense out there to go for 2. They'll run it. Brown
And he will get into the end zone to extend the lead by 2 more. Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. McLeod now on the return. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. Last time out, they had that long 50-plus yard field goal that they missed.
And I'm sure on their sideline they're thinking to themselves, okay, do we still want to try one if we're in that position again? And I would dare say that the answer would be yes. They're going to have a lot of confidence in their kicker. But just to be on the safe side, I'm sure they told their offensive guys, can we get a little bit closer this time?
Closer.
Yeah, well, you know, I'd rather get in the end zone first and foremost. But if all else fails, less of a field goal attempt for him.
And the Dolphins rush gets home. Down he goes. So the sack, and now a 3rd and long situation for the Steelers and Ben Roethlisberger. From the shotgun, it's Roethlisberger. He finds his target, Ebron. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield.
And that's well executed there on 3rd down. And I love the confidence that they had to let their tight end try and find some space in the middle of the field, right in their quarterback's line of vision. And QBs love to make that easy throw, and they hooked up there for a 1st down.
So now 1st and 10 as they've crossed into Miami territory at the 49-yard line. Now it's the backup Rudolph. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
Well, I think that was good strategy there, trying to go right back to him after the last completion. But this time, the defense was all over him, and they got there to break that one up.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. They run with Harris. And they'll get this just to the 47. 1-yard gain. Pretty good little 2-play sequence there. You force the incompletion, then a very short pickup.
Yeah, now maybe you bring in an extra defensive back or 2 because you want to try and defend on 3rd down. They like to play those nickel or sub packages, don't they?
On 3rd down, Roethlisberger. And that's going to be incomplete. The contact there enough to jar that ball free, and it brings up 4th down.
One thing you hope to see out of a rookie tight end is a real concentration when the ball's in the air, and I'm not sure that he didn't, but he has to be prepared for people making a play on it when that ball's up for grabs.
On 4th down, here's Presley Harvin on to punt. Back deep for Miami, Jalen Waddle. It'll be 37 yards there on the punt, and the Dolphins' drive will start deep in their own territory with a 1st and 10. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. That last drive, it was a good mix. Run, pass, defense on their toes.
And what really helps out in a big way is when you're doing the run-pass mix and everything's working, that means that they're getting...
And he's going to be brought down back at his own 6-yard line. Devin Bush able to drop him for a loss of a couple. Now following the sack, they'll come up here on a 2nd down and 12. And to give this time to the tailback. And he will take this up to about the 8-yard line. Throwing now is Tagovailoa. Open receiver here, complete, it's Parker. And he's able to get this one all the way past the 30.
And that's a much-needed completion right there on 3rd down. Really a sigh of relief, isn't it? They're backed up deep. You know they don't want to give the ball back to the other guys with great field position. They needed that throw, that completion, that first down.
And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. A reminder, coming up in a couple of minutes' time, we'll pay a visit to Jonathan Coachman, the coach in our EA Sports studios. They'll have a look back at the next-gen stats from this first half of action. Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it second down.
Well, on every play call, you realize it's not going to go for a touchdown, so a lot of your calls are setting things up for maybe later in the game, trying to establish the inside run with toughness now, hopefully get to the perimeter later, and let's face it, you could do worse than a 4-yard run on first down.
And he's dropped right at the 40, gain of 3.
So if you've been playing defense in this one, there's a little bit of the good and some bad, because they did give up the touchdown run to him earlier, but shut him down otherwise.
Outside of that, you're exactly right. I would say they've contained him very well. Well, they hit him in the backfield, and he will not escape, and that is not going to get it done. Now the Steelers use the first of their 3 timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. So they're going to come to the line here, and it appears trying to go for it on 4th. They're going with Lindsey. Nifty move, and he's got the first down yardage as he brings this up to the 47. They'll run. It's Lindsey. And he'll get this one across midfield and down into Steeler territory. 8 yards the gain on that last run. Here's second and a couple. Lindsey on the toss left. And he's going to get this down near the 30-yard line.
We both know it's difficult, but they've made it look effortless out there. Through the air, on the ground, they've moved the ball with relative ease.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. On the handoff, it's Gaskin. And he stopped immediately there. Officially no gain on the play, and it's second down. Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half. So 3 seconds here remain in the half. On is the field goal unit to see about getting 3 points. And now a timeout defensively after that first down play. So they're going to make this offense sweat out half number 1. So 3 seconds here remain in the half. On is the field goal unit to see about getting 3 points. This one from 48 yards away. The kick by Sanders is good. And that will do it for this first half. Time for a break. We've hit halftime. 2 quarters down. 2 still remain. We step aside. This is the NFL on EA Sports. All right, Coach, thank you. And we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. The Steelers going to get the football first here, trailing on the scoreboard as we are back underway on EA Sports. Here's McLeod from his end zone. And he is out of bounds here on the return. The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. And right out of the gate, they face what you think could be a pretty important drive.
I would say so. You know, they're down 2 scores. That's not the end of the world. It wasn't the strongest of first halves, but for them to start clawing back, they've got to start putting a little pressure on that defense, start cutting into this deficit. You can't have 3 and outs and expect to get that done.
On second down, it's Harris. And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line. Off the play fake. Here's Roethlisberger. Looking for Johnson, and it's intercepted. Brandon Jones picking it off. And they'll set up shop right near midfield at the 49-yard line. The first half did not go their way, and that's not going to help matters at all. An interception here on the opening drive of the third quarter.
Obviously not what they were striving to accomplish. But you know who's really upset on their team? The defense. Already trailing. They're going to be counted on to try and hold that score at least where it is.
After the turnover, it's Tua. Pressure comes, and the Steelers take him down. T.J. Watt, his second sack of the night.
Well, partner, we know they came out of the locker room down on the scoreboard, but I will guarantee you the defensive side of the ball got super emotional. They can come out and play with aggressiveness, with fury, because they don't have to be quite as precise, and it paid off for them on that play, didn't it?
Sure did. Excellent play, really setting the tone for this third quarter. Following the sack, they'll try to change their fortune here on 2nd and 13. Tua sets up to pass it. Throw right side, going to be caught here by Waddle. And he'll go down inside the 45 before going out of bounds. The Steelers now in the nickel here on 3rd down. This is Gaskin on the carry. And he will have a first down as they get him to the ground at the 37. 40 yards rushing for him now as he's run it 11 times.
Well, partner, what do you think? Might have been 4-down territory if they didn't pick it up, but...
Yeah, it's a moot point now. I was curious, so if they didn't get it there, would they have gone for it? I guess we'll never know.
Yeah, we didn't have to make that call, but I have a feeling both of us would have said, go for it.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Going to the air, Tagovailoa. Rush coming, and he's taken down. Alex Highsmith came in there hard on the blitz and got him down 9 yards behind the line of scrimmage. And they only get a yard back there. They'll be left with a 3rd down and long. Looking to pass. Tua. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. And the stop here will come at the 38-yard line. They do get 7 out of that, but not enough to prevent a 4th down. So 4th down, Tua departs, and on is Jason Sanders and the Dolphin field goal unit. This officially a 55-yard attempt. And he has got it from 55 yards away. That was never in doubt. So the turnover leads to points as they add 3 there.
Yeah, what a sequence there, and a nice one for them. They forced the interception, put together a little drive, and then come away with 3 points. Nothing to it, partner. Just do it.
After the field goal, here comes Sanders to kick it away. Returning it, Johnson. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And following the interception, we'll see what they can put together on this drive.
I can hear my old college coach right now. He always used to tell us before every game, the team making the fewest mistakes will win. What they're hoping is that last mistake is their only one of the game.
Coaches, that's all they talk about, turnovers, right?
Minimizing those and maximizing opportunities.
Harris going to get it again on second down. And he'll be brought down right around the 37.
I'm okay with the call there. In fact, I actually like it. I know they're down a couple of scores, but the running game worked in that situation. I would continue to go in that direction.
They'll go with Snell here on first down. And that one goes for about 6 as he's taken down just shy of the 45. Second down. Again, they defer to Snell. And this time he's not going anywhere. They'll get him down right at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain that time as it's going to leave him with a third and about 3 to go. Third down. Harris. Boy, no chance as he was met and dropped behind the line there. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th.
I see a shake of the head as he gets up, and you've got to imagine he's thinking, guys, you got to help me out. He's hoping his team can read his thoughts because he definitely needs some assistance.
Under a minute to go in this third quarter as they come up 1st and 10. Nowhere to fit that football in. It's knocked away and incomplete.
Another attempt, another incompletion. And when I look at the scoreboard and where we are in this game, it comes to mind that they have to start getting the ball in the hands of their playmakers. Throw it to the guys that maybe can take a short pass and turn it into a long gain or make people miss downfield. They've got to have points. And the guys who can put the ball in the end zone, they're the ones that need to touch the ball. There is something to a game plan with trying to keep a defense honest. With a guy with that type of speed, you do so. Send him deep. Try and throw some air under it and hope you connect downfield. On that play, they were unsuccessful.
Here comes the 8th play of the drive, and they need a full 10 yards on third down. Play action. It's Roethlisberger. Oh, that's into a sea of bodies, and it's intercepted. Picked off near the 34. And the return stops at the 39-yard line.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
Tua now on first down. That's caught. Waddle on the left side. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield at the 49-yard line.
It's a nice completion, a little bit of run after catch as well to create the yardage that they got. But it is so tough to cover that route, the drag route, because they run it at varying speeds. Because the key is to create hesitancy on the defender's part.
Always so empathetic for those DBs, aren't you? And he'll go down, and that will do it for the third quarter of action. So we'll get the penalty all sorted out when we get back. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Setting to throw on first down is Tua. Throwing the out route incomplete. It's Parker. An ideal spot here to get a first down and try to run some more clock, and this is second and less than a yard. Tua's throw here taken in by Parker. And they're going to have themselves another first down as the tackle's made at the Steelers' 13-yard line.
These guys are running offense like you drive. The pedal is down, stomped down. How about that? Back-to-back completions. They are rolling.
So much for being conservative and running that football. Here's Gaskin. And he's going to get about 4 down inside the 10 to the 9. Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. Another run with Gaskin. And from the 9, they get this to the 5-yard line. The Dolphins on 3rd down. They've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. This time they face a 3rd and 2. And Gaskin, I don't think he got there. No, they're going to mark him short. This offense converted once on 4th down earlier. Now they're out there again to try once more. Oh, and now movement and a whistle, and they may have to rethink their plans on 4th down. So 4th down, Tua departs, and on is Jason Sanders and the Dolphin field goal unit. This to make it a 3-score game late. Sanders' kick is good. And that'll push the lead up to 17. So that not just important in the fact that it widens their lead, but really that was a textbook job of just hanging on to the football.
And we know all the time that coaches talk about time of possession. Sometimes it's a stat that doesn't matter much, but in this drive, it matters a lot. They want to reduce time and score points and lock this game down.
After the field goal, here comes Sanders to kick it away. Johnson now returning. Oh, good return up past the 30.
Mismo score, señoras y señores, y parece que se va a quitar, se va a quitar, se va a quitar. Esto hay que grabarlo, bueno. Ahí está grasa, señoras y señores. Ahí está grasa, señoras y señores, grasa. Ahí está. 5-13, 24. ¿Qué quiere hacer? No sabemos. Parece que no se va a quitar. No sabe lo que está pasando. Yo se lo sé.
The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them. Not necessarily when you look at your plays, oh, this hurts the defense. I want the ball in the hands of X, Y, and Z and see if we can move forward.
So don't get too cute. Go to the playmakers. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5. To throw here, Roethlisberger. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
We've seen this quite a few times in this game. Offensive line unable to keep leverage, unable to keep people away, facing a lot of pressure. Fortunate just to get rid of it.
One of the reasons they're down is that inability, though, to stop the pressure. We saw another example of it there. Steelers on third down. They're at 50%, 4 for 8. This will be 3rd and 5. Now Roethlisberger. He finds his man, complete. That's Harris. The Dolphins going to take their second timeout. That's going to leave them with just 1 remaining here in this 4th quarter. And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out. Here we go. It's Roethlisberger on 4th down. And Big Ben intercepted a 3rd time. Picked up by Xavier Howard. Well, I guess an interception at this point on 4th down is just as bad as an incomplete pass. Either way, the ball goes over to the other side.
Yeah, it's a tough spot to be in this late in the game, and there's not a whole lot he could do there, and he winds up giving the ball away.
2 now on 1st down. And now this is intercepted. My goodness. Picked off by Cameron Sutton. Well, that interception at least offers them a glimmer of hope here in the 4th quarter.
Well, it certainly does if their offense goes out now and makes it pay off by getting into the end zone. And if it does, then they get a chance to get back out on the field and try and do it again. Maybe they can force that offense into more and more mistakes.
And this is going to be intercepted. Let it well, and it's picked. And the Dolphins are going to take possession here. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And after the interception, they are sitting in an even better spot with the ball and a comfortable 4th quarter lead. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And that is incomplete. Oh, the coverage a little too good there, and it's 2nd down. Under 4 to go now as they come up on 2nd down. Tua going to throw. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
My first thought is surprise because that's one of the better tight ends around, and I've seen him pull in balls like this before. But how about a little credit to the defense forcing that incompletion?
And some space here. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. 43 yards rushing for him now. He's only carried the ball 4 times. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Here's Tagovailoa to throw. And throw right side complete to Parker. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. A couple of 1st downs on the drive already, as they'll go from the 47 now on 1st down. Now Tua. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing 2nd and a bundle. Another try after the 1st down sack. Tua. Oh, that's into double coverage and intercepted. The safety, Terrell Edmonds, picks it. And they will be set up now as he brings this thing all the way back inside the 20. Well, they're not making it easy on themselves here down the stretch. 2 picks now in the 4th quarter trying to hang on to that lead.
Talk about keeping someone in the game. Instead of being able to shut the door, it's still cracked open because they can come back on you now. The only people who are really happy about those picks, any fantasy team that has this defense.
And the Steelers are going to have it 1st and goal as he'll take this down to about the 3. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So the Steelers with the football as we get you reset. They've got it 1st and goal as they look to punch in a late score. They'll try to run with Harris. And he's in. Touchdown, Steelers. Najee Harris, a 3-yard touchdown run. And the Steelers have got it back to a 2-score game here in the 4th.
extra point now by Boswell. It's up and good, so they claw back into it. 24-14 now. 2 scores down, 3 timeouts left. Still a chance if they can somehow get this one back. Now the Dolphins will use the last of their timeouts. It'll be their 3rd and final timeout, so as they talk things over, we'll step aside. And the Dolphins are going to recover. They knew they needed a miracle. They had to have that onside kick. They didn't get it.
Well, as we knew, even before they put the toe to the leather on that one, their chances of getting that done, slim and none. And I do believe we saw Slim just leave the door, didn't we?
We did indeed. I think we're down to none. Back to throw is Tua. Oh, he was hit as he threw it there, and that one winds up incomplete.
It's always tough trying to keep your guy upright when he's trying to throw the football. When you're dealing with those big, bad guys on the defensive front, it's even tougher. And this time, those guys on the opposite side won the battle, getting to the quarterback and knocking him into an incompletion.
And the Steeler pressure too much here. He's going to go down. So now after the sack, Tua and the Dolphins staring at a 3rd and long. To throw is Tua. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. It's the ex-Dolphin, Minkah Fitzpatrick. And the Steelers are right back in this football game. 2-score game here in the 4th, and that pick, it kind of keeps the door ajar, doesn't it?
It does, and you wonder about their strategy because with a 2-score lead, you would think maybe you're just sitting on it and trying to drain some clock. It's almost like they felt like, hey, we've got a good cushion. We can keep pressing it. It ended up costing them.
66 yards rushing for him now in the ball game. Again, it's Harris on 2nd down.
And he'll be brought down right around the 37. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
Here's Roethlisberger.
Sliding out of the pocket. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And it looked like he got the feet down, did he? Yes, it's a catch. And he takes this one into the end zone. And all of a sudden, here in the final minute, things get a little bit tighter.
No, we're not cheering. No, we're not rooting. But I am excited about this. I know you are, too. We got a ball game again after that big-time strike.
Big-time strike, and you are right. Don't go anywhere yet. This thing's not done. Extra point put through by Boswell. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter.
Ahí caía, si me pateaba un side kick podía haber caído ahí. Sé que tiene este timeout, pero está difícil la cosa.
Waddle will return this from the end zone. And he returns this to the 22.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And 3 timeouts remaining here defensively, but really not much reason to use them at this point as this one is all but over.
If they use the timeouts here, it's strictly for show. We got plenty to catch.
Just a yard on the pickup there that'll bring up a 2nd and 9. Now the Steelers use the first of their 3 timeouts as they'll stop it with 25 ticks remaining on the clock.
Still 9 remaining on 2nd down.
Now Tagovailoa. This will be caught. It's Waddle. The Steelers signal for the 2nd of their timeouts as
as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go in the football game. They'll run now with Gaskins. And the play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back near the 40 at the 39. Now the Steelers going to use their third and final timeout as the clock will stop with 18 seconds remaining. Looking at a 2nd and 11 now after the loss. Down to an E goes Tua, and that should just about do it. Well, we looked at each other right when he flinched. We knew that that flag was coming.
Yeah, offsides, easy call, mark off the 5, and keep it moving.
They face a 2nd and 6 after the penalty. Now Tua just going to bat this forward on the end around. And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line. So a victory here for the Miami Dolphins, and they were really helped by their defense forcing 3 turnovers.
I think what we saw in this one, today's defense. And what I mean by that is in the old days, pitching shutouts was big time. That was paramount. But the big thing was holding people down, holding down their yardage, right? Don't let them throw the ball through the air and gain a lot of... But now, it's about taking the ball away. Taking away possessions, getting the ball back for their offense. They had 3 takeaways in this one, and it led them to victory.
So that'll do it for us. For Charles Davis and all our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. With that, we say good night from Pittsburgh.
Tuh.